I'm gonna start today's video in the most British way possible and complain about the weather. The sun has not shone this year. I am so devoid of sunshine in my life. It's about 10 degrees, like 10 degrees on the 3rd of July. It's inappropriate. I need to have a word with the big man upstairs and just see what's going on with this one. First of all, I got a new phone with a new camera that does this wide angle lens. So you can now see me in the whole space. God, I've got really long arms, don't I? So that's fun. Hopefully everything's going to be clearer than ever. But today we're doing a project that I've never done before. Something I've wanted to do for a while is some wire weaving. And I wanted to make a Viking weave chain, but then on YouTube doing some research on like how to go about the project, and I came across this tutorial for a basket weave ring. Now I've got a really fine wire compared to what the tutorial had, so it's going to look totally different, but that's kind of exciting. I think that's exciting, not knowing how it's gonna go. And I got 5 meters of the wire, so I'm pretty sure that we should be able to make a cup rather than a ring. Whilst I consume my little coffee and I get the wire out. Oh, it's 0.5. It's really, really thin. 0.8 is what you would put on an earring stem as kind of standard. So this is like half the size of that. Oh no. Oh no. I hate things like this. I hate tangly things. I'm so glad that like wireless headphones became a thing. So the lady on the video does 16 strands. I will link her video below so that you can go and check out what she did. Because I'm gonna make up, I don't really get internet here, so I'm just gonna make up a combination of what I remember plus what I think of as the best thing to do. I need something thinner than this. This guy. Oh, I didn't stand on it. This guy is good. I'm gonna go for the long direction. This should be enough. Right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this around 8 times. And then you just get your little snips. I might tease it off first actually, because I think I've pulled it kind of tight. And wee, all the way home. Right, I've only got one side together. So then what I'm gonna do is like snip just here. I don't think it matters, you know, how dead perfect it is at this point. But our ends are gonna be sticking out anyway after we weave. So we now have 1, 2, 3 so thin, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, which is exactly what was required. Step 1, done. Now you have cut 16 strands of silver, all to the right size. You need to secure them together using some parcel tape. Because I have chosen the thinnest metal on the planet to do this project with, it was quite tricky getting them all lined up. You want to line them one next to another rather than on top of each other. And then once they are all in place, simply fold up your and wrap at the end into a nice tight parcel that you'll be able to slot neatly into a vise. Next, I need you to place your little parcel of wires into the vise, and you want to pull each and every thread in the opposite direction to the one preceding it. Very first one in the line, the one to the left hand side, you need to separate it so it goes away from you, and then the next thread number 2, comes towards you. 3 goes away, 4 comes towards, 5 goes away, 6 comes towards, 7 goes away, 8 comes towards. And once you have done that, you are ready to begin the weave. I know the angle keeps changing, but that's because I keep doing it wrong. Anywho, once you have woven each of your wires backwards and forwards, the one at the end comes down into the bottom position towards you, and then the very one at the top goes across. And that happens all the way. So you're always going this one down towards you, the one at the top goes over. And then you just start weaving all the wires into the opposite direction. And just remember to push down on each wire each time. I know that I'm acting like this is a tutorial. I am completely learning this all for the first time. is no denying this is a slow going process. This is the result of 1 hour. I love all my spidely tentacles. I thought whilst I do this, or maybe chat to you about something. When I started doing this weaving thing, it's a very slow, gentle process. I was reminded of when I began jewelry making. And I began a business called the Small Town Goose, which I outgrew emotionally and creatively. Ended up with developing the AOK moniker and sort of bringing, the goal is obviously to combine this jewelry making, this metalworking craft with art, and one day, you know, get back to being an artist. That is all I want to be. So I've really got the hang of this now. If you think I'm looking tired, 1, the lighting's really shit. 2, I've been doing this for 3.5 hours. We aren't far away from the end, to be fair, and I've got quite a lot, probably more than I need. It's so wonky, look at it. Now apparently with a bunch of annealing, stretching and like hammering, we can straighten it out, but that's what you're here to find out. So now we continue. I'm really struggling with my boredom today to entertain myself whilst I complete this sort of tedious task. It is a bit tedious, it's quite repetitive. I can't go on anymore. My back is killing me. I think this is about 4 hours. Give or take lunch. We'll stick with 3.5 hours of weaving. But look how gorgeous the pattern is. Just very quickly, for if you don't know, annealing means heating the metal up till it is about a cherry red colour, but do not melt it, and it will realign all the atoms so that you can move the metal again. But I have annealed, and it is stretching, so it kind of hurts my hands, to be fair, but it is stretching out. It's going to become quite thin. Okay. It is longer already. I'm going to anneal again, and then come back and straighten some more. I've stretched out the weave as far as I can and want to, so now I'm just gently tapping it on my hammering block. Now I snip the ends off with my snips to sort of level them out. At this point I decided that the weave wasn't thick enough for a ring and it didn't look cool as like a cuff or a necklace. But what would work is splitting it in half and turning it into 2 hoop earrings. So that is what I will do next. They're nice. They're so lightweight and still chunky.